had learned how to read the Quran in Arabic, like as a ritual practice, but I didn't understand what I was reading. So this was my first attempt when I got an English translation. I was like, I'm going to read and understand and learn for myself. So
Wow.
that was really the starting point.
I love that because a lot of people, as they do awaken through the spiritual process and look at more than their religious like parameters, I love that you wanted to expand and truly get the understanding of it. I didn't overly grow up religious. I did finally do my Catholic processes. Like I did my Holy Communion, my reconciliation, and everything when I was 25 in order to be aligned with my niece and nephew, who I was asked to be their godmother. And for me, that authenticity, I can't promise to be something to someone without knowing about it. It made me explore it in that same way. So I really get that. And to understand it, not just read it, because there are so many people that claim they live by the Bible, but they read the scripture without true understanding of it and they don't fully practice it. They just talk about it. And that's not who I like to be. And I love to see that you're very similar in that way. So thank you for that. So before you had that discovery, you mentioned that you grew up with Islam and as a really good Muslim. What are the core beliefs of that religious basis and what were the fundamental values you had as a child?
Yeah, one of the beautiful things about Islam is that it's not very complicated to get. I mean, of course, there's simplicity, but there's depth and a lot of that we don't get initially necessarily. But, certainly as a child, the focus is on teaching you the basics, keeping it simple. And the very first principle or belief that makes you a Muslim is the belief that there's one God. There's no God but God. We say that's our testimony of faith. It's said in a interestingly negative way. There's no God but God. But really, uh, think of that as there's just one God. There's just one creator, one sustainer, that has created all of us, all of creation.